Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey.
Why this beat so crazy?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our We will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Well, New York, I'm out of here. I'm leaving. See, I got the money to pick up and leave. See, I let these stupid fucking libtards mess our city up. Out of here. You know what I mean? And for real, any of your libtards say anything to me, I'm gonna start acting like y'all. That's it. Yeah, for real, that's it. It's no more Mr. Nice Guy. Ain't none of that shit. Shit. That's all. New York, y'all stupid as fuck. I'm leaving.
Ladies and gentlemen, assalamu alaikum. And Allahu Akbar. If you're in New York, good morning. If you're in America still, it's probably not a good joke. I know a lot of you New Yorkers are hurting, but it's going to be okay. I want you to know it's going to be okay. I just want to make a disclaimer to those of you who are thinking about fleeing, because there was a poll that said about 800,000 New Yorkers were planning on leaving. They were already tweeting it last night when the victory was announced. Look at me very clearly if you're one of those people leaving New York City. Do not come to Oregon, Washington State, California. Do not come to Florida, Texas, or any of these other states and vote. Especially if you're a Cuomo voter, because the Cuomo voters is what brought us Zohran, right? You guys aren't off the hook either. You guys are just the lesser of two evils. You guys were the ones talking about defunding the police and the COVID tyranny. That all happened under Cuomo. And so do me a favor. If you're going to come to our states, don't vote the same way that you voted in New York City. That got us in this mess. You come here, you vote conservative, or you just don't vote. You just go up in the mountains, go have a salami around a campfire, and just unplug from the society and get out of here. Right? You can come to our state, but don't vote. You know, the thing with Oregon and Washington, Steve, about 20 years ago, is all the California voters that were fleeing California and their disastrous Democrat policies were coming up to the Northwest and. Like, there's a ton of them in Bend, Oregon right now. Like, Bend, Oregon used to be an amazing conservative town out in the mountains. And now it's like being flooded by these California liberals who are literally just voting for the same policies that they fled.
Yeah, and they're doing the same thing in Texas.
Buddy, y'all know Rick gonna find it for you, show it to you. Hey, one of the best shows on this platform. God bless them beautiful patriots around the world. I hope everybody that's tuned in right now that you are blessed, well, and healthy. All we can do is show it to you, man. You know, y'all weigh in with your thoughts. We got a lot of good things on today's show. And hey, man, told you, be ready. Everything and everybody out of New York City. Oh, boy.
I'm not going to lie. I did not think exactly this was going to happen. I thought this guy was going to win in New York City. I thought that our market was going to pick up. But I didn't think it was going to happen like the next morning. I'm like, okay, my sellers like settle down. I don't think they're just going to come, racing down and, from New York City. But it's, I don't know. I don't even know what time it is, 3 or 4 o'clock. I've literally been on the phone since 7 a.m., nonstop back-to-back calls.
The flight from New York City is in full effect. I mean, we're already starting to see real estate agents get the phone calls that they've been waiting for. And this is wild. And we got to get to this commercial real estate stuff here in a second. Let's hop into this. I got a full cup of coffee for this one.
I had showings scheduled for listings that haven't had showings in a month. And yeah, I was wrong because it literally turned on like a light bulb, literally blew off like a firecracker, and the post-socialist New York City political market is here on our shores in Palm Beach. Welcome.
If you thought that the prices in Florida were bad right now, wait until all those people from New York start coming. That's what happened last time. And now that the prices have already gone up so much in the state of Florida, we're probably going to see them go up more, especially in South Florida. I mean, Florida's got all these things. I mean, we got no income tax, okay? We have homestead exemption that protects your properties. We're looking at no property tax on the ballot. And they're fleeing from somebody that's wanting to raise taxes, really hurt property ownership, and going full socialism. I mean, I don't know why people wouldn't leave. We're going to hop into commercial real estate right here in a second. because that's the next step of this. It's like a 2-3 phase event. They got him as Florida Real Estate Agent of the Year. Well, you know, we've seen a few Democratic politicians that have done that. Texas is full. Hey, people are saying Texas is full. You can come on to Florida. I'm Florida Real Estate Agent. I'd be happy to help you with this move. And if I can, I'll find somebody that can. Email is down below. People are talking about how many millionaires are leaving New York City. And yeah, why wouldn't they? And they're the ones that are creating the jobs, and they're the ones paying most of the taxes. I don't really see how any of these policies get going, but you know what? Commercial real estate is the next sector of this.
I'm all about commercial real estate, which is getting its ass handed to it right now. A lot of opportunity coming. Just saw a headline. A head economist at Citi said it's going to be a hard landing.
The environment has crumbled for commercial real estate. We got high interest rates. We got NOI and cash flows that are not cash flowing. And if you're going to come in with harsher bureaucratic policies to make commercial real estate not feasible, the price of them are going to collapse because it's all based on cash flow. And people have been saying this for years because of the high interest rates, and all this debt has to be refinanced in the next year or two. I think it's like almost like $1.5 trillion. And why would they do that in New York City? You know, you can't even cover the maintenance costs on a lot of these properties.
Well, anybody that tells you, in my opinion, that things are rosy is on freaking medication. Okay, U.S. economy is headed for a hard landing, and the Fed rate cuts won't be enough to rescue it, Citi says. Citigroup, they're not stupid. Jamie Dimon says it's going to be much harder. I think there's incredible opportunity coming. What are you seeing in the housing markets?
When he says incredible opportunity coming, he means lower prices. He means that people are going to lose their butt. Banks are going to go belly up on some of these loans they wrote. And the syndicators, let me tell you, I know quite a few people in the syndication world right now. And if you don't know what syndication is, it's where, you know, a couple investors get 30 dudes to pool their money together to buy a giant building, and they shave their sliver. Well, those cap rates aren't capping anymore, okay? And those buildings they were buying at the top of the bubble because they were just trying to stuff money everywhere are not going to refinance for what they paid for them. That's how commercial real estate works. 5-year notes, we're at those 5 years, and they're about to get spanked. He's talking about picking up the pieces once it happens.
So I'm going to tell you this. I asked a gentleman on my team that's been with me for 3 years, and I said, hey, just out of curiosity, are you seeing a lot more people willing to sell for cash offers these days? And he said 100%.
Really? Okay.
I am seeing more people that were calling, texting, throwing their hand in the air because I think they're getting hard up.
You're dealing with people that have to sell.
I'm not seeing this in the residential side, but in the commercial side, yes. They're saying, get me out of these commercial properties now. What are your thoughts? Comments down below. I want to hear what you're thinking about, because everybody across the country has different things that are going on, and they're seeing different things. And that's how we can learn in the comment section below.
I've seen a bunch of conservative creators already say this, but if you're from New York and you voted for Zohran Mamdani and he runs you out of New York City, the state, whatever, don't come to Texas and start voting for the very same things that made you leave your blue state. Okay? We don't want that here. We like our state red. Don't come here and try to make our state into the same thing that made you leave your state. Thank you.
This is a PSA from all of us in red states. If you are moving out of a blue state to a red one, do not come here and vote the very shit that drove you out. If you are leaving a blue state because the cost of living is too high, because quality of life, because it's now too dangerous, have some self-awareness and recognition that you are moving to a red state, and do not vote the exact thing that drove you out of the blue state. Please, we beg you. And yes, I am talking to you, New York, who is about to run out of New York City because of Mamdani. And they are running to red states. Don't vote the shit in. We don't want it. We don't want it. U-Haul growth states of 2024 are the top 5 states that people are moving to: South Carolina, Texas, North Carolina, Florida, and Tennessee. What do they all have in common? They're red, okay? U-Haul bottom states that people are moving out of: Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, and California. What do they all have in common? They've been ruined by woke liberal ideologies. So please, do not vote the same way you did if you are moving to a red state.
There are other realtor we showed that showed this realtor in the previous clip. Yes, this was the clip that's going viral right now of a Florida realtor that is getting so many calls and bookings of, once again, the ones that are fleeing New York. Yeah, you just can't make this up. We told you, be ready, man. Be ready. Again, we know how some people act immediately. Some people wait, let things play out, then they head out. Some people let the damage get done, then, you know, sometimes it's too late. But some people say, we not letting that touch us. I'm out. Yeah.
Thought this guy was going to win in New York City. I thought that our market was going to pick up, but I didn't think it was going to happen like the next morning. I'm like, okay, my seller.
Literally the next morning.
It's like, settle down. I don't think they're just going to come, you know, racing down and, you know, from New York City, but it's, I don't know. I don't even know what time it is, 3 or 4 o'clock. I've literally been on the phone since 7 a.m., nonstop back-to-back calls. I had showings scheduled for listings that haven't had showings in a month. And
listings that haven't even been getting showed. They said, let me see it. Let's check it out. Nice bathroom in there.
Yeah, I was wrong because it literally turned on like a light bulb, literally blew off like a firecracker, and the post-socialist New York City political market is here on our shores in Palm Beach. Welcome.
New York, y'all voted for free over freedom, and I'm afraid that y'all just officially turned New York City into Gotham City. What's so crazy to me is the fact that after 9/11, we kept saying that we would never forget, and all of a sudden this man comes from out of nowhere and everybody gets amnesia. Make it make sense. This is literally this man's first job, and y'all think that he can run a city as great as New York? Not happening. All I'm gonna say is, rest in peace, New York. After voting for Mamdani last night, y'all fuck around and find out, Aaron, and y'all definitely about to find out. In my opinion, when he made that speech last night, he was very angry. He was very defiant. He was very vengeful. You can't tell me that it's about the people. This thing is more personal. And let me just say this too. A lot of y'all voted for him because y'all heard the word free, but many of y'all voted for him because that man is anti-Trump, and a lot of y'all are anti-Trump. Y'all don't believe that he's going to do the things that he said he's going to do because he can't. Come on now. But hey, if y'all...
Zohran Mamdani is without a doubt the biggest win for socialism in the history of the country, and it is the biggest loss for the American people. He is truly a committed Marxist. And the results of that race tell you everything you need to know about where the Democrats and their party are headed. From the backbench to their leadership, Democrats have fallen in line behind the socialist candidates. Hakeem Jeffries, as you know, is the highest-ranking Democrat in the House. He gave his full blessing to Mamdani and his socialist agenda. Chuck Schumer, the highest-ranking Democrat in the Senate and the highest-ranking Jewish leader in America, flirted with endorsing Mamdani all the way to the bitter end. Never mind the fact that Zohran has embraced anti-Semitic rhetoric and promised to arrest the Prime Minister of Israel if he visits New York City again. And then there's President Obama, who called Mamdani over the weekend to extend his praise and act as a sounding board for the young socialist. You can't make this stuff up. The man who made healthcare unaffordable with his own socialist scheme is advising the man whose false promises will surely make life unlivable for millions of New Yorkers who cannot afford to flee the city.
Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. And I want to end the show off with this right here, and I want you guys to weigh in with your thoughts, man. You know, and this was when Charlie Kirk went on, you know, to Tucker Carlson show, and he said this about Mamdani. Check this out.
The rise of Mamdani should be it's a coming attraction of what is coming next.
Who's Mamdani?
Zohran Mamdani, the Muslim communist that is running for mayor in New York City, who obviously there's a whole rabbit hole we can go down there. He just looks kind of be like central casting, and you know his ideas are terrible. He wants the city to run the grocery stores, all that. But I think everyone's kind of, not everyone, but most people are missing the point of really what this is. This is yet another distress signal by young people to say, hey, if you're not going to fix our life economically, we're going to get very radical politically. Now let's take a step back. President Trump won the youth vote in many states across the country, in many battleground states. Now, Tucker, 12, 13 years ago when I started Turning Point, if you would have told me that a Republican running for the presidency would be winning the youth vote in Michigan and in Arizona, I'd say no way. It's an incomprehensible accomplishment of what President Trump was able to do. One of the reasons he was able to win younger voters and younger men, especially in big numbers, is that they were trying to get their leaders' attention. They said, hey, this guy, Donald Trump, he is pledging to go fix our economic anxiety. He is loud. He is going to get your attention. Donald Trump was a distress signal by a lot of young people, especially young men, that were stuck in a credit-centric renter economy. And again, this is what is the rise of Mamdani. It's just another iteration of this, only from the left.